Hello and thank you for joining me here on the Morning Call on Africanews. I am Amelia Martha Nachtimbo. Now, Saudi Arabia, the world's biggest oil exporter, is turning to tourism as its quote-unquote new white oil in an ambitious project dubbed Vision 2030. The move, which has the full support of the kingdom's topmost leadership, is part of ongoing attempts to diversify the economy and ensure more economic and financial stability. They have dedicated at least 10% of the kingdom's gross domestic product, about $500 billion. I think this idea is perfectly good for Saudi Arabia's fellow OPEC member countries such as the Republic of Congo, Angola, Gabon, since they sit strategically on the Atlantic coast. Very viable for tourism, yet not well exploited. Clearly, relying on a single natural resource as a sole source of revenue is risky in this delicate global economy with unreliable global markets. A case in point, to date, Congo is still suffering from the effects of the oil price crisis of 5 years ago. In southern Africa, Botswana understood the signs and is progressively weaning from sole reliance on diamond mining with hopes of growing from middle to a high-income economy. So let's unpack what is in this holistic Saudi Arabia tourism plan. It's been divided into cultural tourism with attractions such as Al-Ula Heritage Site, religious tourism for Muslim pilgrims to Mecca and Medina, meditation, and then deep diving in the Red Sea for adventurers, though there's a new report about tourism destroying coral reefs in the Red Sea, so the Saudis may want to reconsider how they go about it. And of course, the plans to build the futuristic smart city of Neom, which will attract those interested in science and technology. But what about Saudi Arabia's tainted image on the international scene concerning the mistreatment of foreign labor from Africa and the infamous murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi? Can the same Saudi Arabia purport to offer hospitality? Listening.
So all of what you see in the news is actually just news, just stories. But when you walk into the kingdom, you're going to be able to see the country, to see the people, mingle with them.
The reputation is sometimes media made. I don't think it matters what the media project about Saudi Arabia, in my opinion. And we don't have to worry about it in Saudi Arabia. And certainly our crown prince doesn't worry about it.
Well, for other international investors, the sheer commitment by top leadership to this project is attractive enough.
And what's interesting here and what gives me more comfort and gives our board of directors more comfort that we are going to see this change in the kingdom is that to date anyway, all the financing is government today. The ambition is huge. The ambition is probably the biggest I've ever seen serving this industry in 45 years around the world.
With this diverse approach, Saudi Arabia hopes to retain some of the $30 billion that its citizens spend annually on tourism abroad because they do not find the kingdom attractive enough, as the Collier International CEO mentions.
Are you going here? Are you going there? They said, yes, the kids want to get out. The kids want to interact. They want to get out of Saudi Arabia because there's actually nothing for them to do. So that spend that you're talking about could actually stay in Saudi Arabia. And as Alex says again, that it's not all going to stay in Saudi Arabia, but if you can get some of it to stay and you've got a theme park, you take the zip line that we have here, I guarantee if they had one of those in Saudi Arabia, people would go and utilize it.
In the meantime, the kingdom is steadily developing air and railway transport to support the number of anticipated visitors. It's also working on reforms, relaxing the visa regime and offering incentives such as 100% business ownership to foreign investors. There are high hopes that the kingdom will become a future Dubai of sorts. And the gist of this story is that identifying viable alternative sources of revenue and executing them with ambition and commitment, which other OPEC member countries can copy from. And this brings us to the end of Business This Week here on The Morning Call. I'm Amelia Martha Nachtimbo. Goodbye.